Hello, 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 and welcome back to Birdwatch, the great pop culture debates video fashion series on the looks from RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 2. I'm your host, Eric Resniak, and I'm joined today by my extremely good Judy, Cara Austin. Cara, UK, hun.
Oh shoot. I'm sorry, guys.
That's
Are we
okay, we're
live?
live. Yeah,
Oh
we're
no.
live.
Sorry, the
It's
lag is
good.
throwing me off. Oh, I'm ding dang done. Like that's it.
Boom. Amazing. Live internet, folks. All right. So we are here
Sorry,
to
sorry.
discuss. Don't be sorry. That's amazing. I'm already laughing. So we are here today to discuss the looks from episode 5 of season 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race UK. It was a big episode. It was the return after the pandemic break. And the runway look theme this time was a day at the seaside. So, Cara, we're going to jump right into it with our first gal up. It is Bimini Bomb Boulash. Cara, what did you think?
This is a moody toot for me. Like I like it. It was a nice start. I get it, it's parasol, seaside, but it wasn't blowing me away.
So, do you want to go Moot or Toot?
Oh man, flip a coin. I'll give it a toot. Let's
Okay.
get off to a good
Uh,
start.
That's right. Let's start. Let's start. Let's give her a bone. I'm going to go ahead and toot this too. I will agree that it is not groundbreaking. It is essentially a tube of see-through material, and we've seen so many boy chests on the runways between the two series that are currently airing. It's a little distracting, but I think Bimini looks beautiful, and the face is
Oh,
always gorgeous.
absolutely.
So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and toot it as well, but I would like to see a little bit more from Bim. Next up, it is Taste. What do you got, Cara?
This is a moot for me. I love Taste, and I guess I was a little disappointed. I mean, it's not a bad look. It's a good look, but I just expected something a little bit at a higher level from Taste.
That has been my take on Taste for most of the season thus far. I love Taste in Talking Heads. I think she's got star
Hmm.
quality, but she's supposed to be a fashion girl. I am going to go ahead and toot this though, because I do think compared to her last several weeks, if this is elevated over what we've been seeing, it is striking. But again, it's not like groundbreaking. It's fishnet with some shells glued onto it. So, but I am
Yeah,
going to toot it. Next
I
up,
like
we
the
have.
train.
I like the train too. It's Lawrence Cheney, your girl and mine, giving me
Wait,
Shelley Winters.
okay.
Oh, giving us
It was
Shelley Winters. I'm sure. Cara, what do you got?
you know how I feel about Lawrence Cheney. Everything she does is just right up my alley. I mean, whatever, however you want to interpret that. This was a look that surprised me. This is an unconventional take on a beach day. Like, who thinks about getting the life preserver out or calling for the lifeguard? I mean, I guess I'd call for the lifeguard, but I mean, when she turned around, the reveal of the on her booty, it's so fitted. She's one of like the big queens who knows how to dress her body. Everything is just mwah.
Yeah.
Love it.
So is that
This is
what is that
this
for
is a
you?
shoot.
A
That's a
shoot for
shoot for
you?
me.
I'm gonna
Yep.
go ahead and toot this. I think it's really fun. I love that she went with like life raft idea. That's definitely a new approach to this challenge for us. Lawrence looks great. It is really fitted to her body, and I adore Lawrence. I screwed up and I skipped over Ahora. So if we can go back, I will get your take on Ahora. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Cara.
No, it's right. This is a toot for me. I love the concept. And she did have the edge of being the first one out on the runway with this concept, but without going too much into the to sister sister, this just is more high fashion to me. And I absolutely love the little like the plastic ketchup bottle on the top, like that it's actually one of those squeeze bottles. I know, I just love the silhouette of it, and her makeup was on point, so it's a toot.
This was a great episode for Ahora. Again, I thought she was really fun in the challenge, and this look is great. This is what I
Mhm.
want out of my UK queens. There's camp, but there's also fashion, and I think she really did a fantastic job. The details on this are spectacular. The fit is great. It gives her shape. Really well done. Ahora continues to excite me every week. So two toots for Ahora. We already did Lawrence. Sorry, everybody. That was me skipping over notes. And next, it is Ellie Diamond and her Zoobly Zoo fantasy. Go, Cara.
This is one of the looks that I started cackling the minute she came out. It was such a delight, and it's so over the top. It's such camp. I know Graham accused it of being on the side of fancy dress, but the thing
Yeah.
was, she has given so many polished, over the, like, really high fashion looks that I thought this was a fun, a fun foray into something else. Not as like more, not as fashiony as the Wizard of Oz reveals. This is a little bit more goofy, but mm, I gotta toot it. Like, is it as well put together? It's a little costumey, but
Yeah, I struggle with this one. Is it my cup of tea? Not in any way, shape, or form. It borders on nightmare fuel. Has executed nightmare fuel. The face stuff up here is really good. And I did think for a second when she was like in danger, I was like, is she gonna have to lip sync in this? How is that gonna work? Is it just gonna be
I had that same worry.
like pecking at sister as the fries and the chips? Like that would have been entertainment, folks. But I think she clearly had a vision. I think she executed the vision extremely well. It's not my thing, but cheers to her for pulling that off. So it's a toot for me. Next up, it's Tia Coffee. Give it to me, Cara.
This is a Poot. She came out
Mm,
and I groaned and I was like, this just feels so lazy. It's not even like, even if you didn't get it with ice cream, it's still not a good dress. It, I mean, it looks like a satin vagina, like with a cherry on top.
I wouldn't know if that's a thing, but I'm gonna take your word for it. So it's a Poot satin vagina. Yeah, I didn't get satin vagina. That's because
I
that's
mean, I
not
guess
really in my
satin
frame of
velvet, if it
reference.
was biologically correct, but
You're taking me into a place I know even less about. Um, I'm gonna boot this. I adore Tia. She has really
yeah.
enchanted me over the past like 3 or 4 weeks. But this does not read ice cream. This has no shape to it. It is unflattering.
Hmm.
The cherry on the top almost feels like it's falling off. I thought
Hmm.
that Rue giving her the business on the runway was maybe very harsh, but it was also on point. And Tia is better than this look. It has to be a
Hmm.
boot for me. Next up, it's
Yeah, I
Sister
get tired of everyone
Sister.
picking on her, but she deserved it.
Yeah, it's true. Sister, Cara.
Again, so she came out as a second look, and it's not as strong a look as Ahora. It's so cartoony, and I don't think the seagull on top is doing her any favors. It's just kind of a mess. This is a boot for me.
I'm gonna go ahead and moot it because I thought it was rendered useless after Ahora's. And I don't
Yeah.
understand why, if you are standing backstage and you see Ahora coming out absolutely serving that look, you're not saying to yourself, oh shit, I need to come up with something else. I don't know if she copied Ahora's look. I have no idea. I mean, certainly that was an allegation. But
Hmm.
I don't know why you would think to yourself that you can go out wearing this after that. Figure something else out. Um, and
Especially if you
that's
did
exactly
have another option.
right. And she said initially that she did. So for
Hmm.
me, it's a moot. I don't think it is a bad look objectively, but I don't think it's particularly good either. And with Ahura, it's
I don't
useless.
like the
So
ketchup saddlebags.
yeah, it does. It's like a colostomy bag filled with ketchup. That's a something I didn't need to think about. Next up, and finally, it's Joe Black, our returning queen and our
Yes.
departing queen, Cara.
Oh, yeah. Matt Smith's Nan. Um, I love this. This is a shoot for me. This look, she came out, and I was just absolutely, I just couldn't look away because every time they did a different close up on her, I noticed a different detail. Like coming out first, like the makeup smearing, like being literally blown off her face. What I was like, that's brilliant. And then like you get closer and you can see her eyelash is actually pulling up away from her eyelid during some of the when they were giving feedback. And it's just so much fun. That the tickets as the scarf. There's so much detail, and it was such a joy to look at as she came down the runway. But it was also bittersweet because I'm like, bitch, that H&M, you're going home. Like, there's also the
Yeah,
curse.
that's right. That's exactly right.
I had to
That
explain.
was the
I had to
disco.
explain to Matt. I was like, she's gonna go home. This is how it goes.
But at least she went home looking fabulous. So there's that.
Yes.
Actually, she looked great both times she went home. Both outfits she wore were absolutely
Mhm.
stunning. So it's a shoot for you on Joe. I'm going to go ahead and
Yep.
toot it. The only reason I'm not shooting this is because if you watch Drag Race Holland, Chelsea Boy came out in an outfit that was very similar to this. Now, I have no idea if she watched Holland. Technically, it aired between the period where they left and came back to shoot UK. So it's possible. But I thought that Chelsea Boy's execution of this idea was just a little bit stronger. But Joe's is wonderful. And it's exactly what you said, Cara.
Mm-hmm.
All the little details are beautifully executed. I was glad that Joe got a chance to show everybody what she can do again. And I think she's a legend. And it's unfortunate to me that she went home again this episode, but at least she looked like $1,000,000. So tinfoil linings, right? Yeah. So with that said, Cara, your top 2 of the week is?
Joe Black. If you're gonna go out as the top Toot. She brought if a fraction of the detail and the passion that this outfit contains was put into her challenge, and that she didn't come out looking like a golden girl for that while everyone else was trying to bring pop princess, she may still be in the competition, because I believe she got robbed the first time. It was very frustrating to see Rue and Michelle be like, there's only one look for David Bowie and you didn't do a lightning bolt down your face, which of all people to do that to, David Bowie, you're going to boil down to one look.
Exactly.
So yeah, I don't think Joe should have gone home that time, but if it was only based on this outfit, I think she'd be in the competition still. But don't you dare wear H&M. Step your pussy
we
up.
know. We've been new. And for me, my top 2 of the week is going to go to Ahora. Daddy sauce on me chips, lots of filler in me lips, like a nice array of drips, and Blue's my girl for makeup tips. So yeah, I think she looks stunning, and I'm really enjoying Ahora this season. She's kind of she and Tia are captivating my heart now. So, well, thank you so much, Cara, for joining us. Thank you for watching. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Of course, it was my pleasure. The fun of live television. I'm sure that our girls can appreciate that from last week's challenge. So thank you for watching Birdwatch. Make sure that you check out the Great Pop Culture Debates YouTube channel for our other videos for Drag Race Season 13. And also make sure you check out greatpopculturedebates.com to find episodes of our podcast, to see which polls are open for your votes, and to see what topics you can vote on, because you determine what we cover next. So thanks so much for watching. I'm Eric Resnick, your host, and pip pip cheerio. Have a good one.